Happy Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? I think it is. I get my days mixed up. So I had a few minutes in between, just a few minutes, I guess maybe about a good 30 minutes for like a break. And y'all, I am so ready to retire. It's like, oh my gosh, you know, I am 57, and I think the actual age to retire is somewhere around, I don't know, 65 or something. Hey, Kiki. Hey, hey. Yes, I am actually on my break, and I just want to, like, man, I'm so ready to retire. How are you doing today, Kiki? I'm so tired. It's like I've been working since I was 14 years old. Yes, 14 years old. And honey, I am just ready to retire. You know, these 9 to 5s, it can be a pain in the you know what. Now, let me say this. I am very grateful to have income, additional income coming in. But this job is like, I'm just tired. I just said, I'm just tired. You ready to retire too? Yes. We need to win the lottery or something. I'm for real, for real. Oh my God. Oh, well, I can say happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. And hopefully the rest of this week is going to be smooth. The rest of this week is going to be smooth for you as well, Kiki. I hope so. I'm assuming you on your break too. Hey, we're going to say yes, you on your lunch break too. Hey, come on, that's what we're going to. Hey, that's my story, that's your story, and we sticking to it. We are on our lunch breaks. But yeah, so normally I would have my camera on, but I'm still like sitting in front of my screen, and of course I can't have any. I want to get into any trouble with that. So I just didn't have no screen on the day. But yeah, I just had to come on here, honey, because I was just sitting here thinking, well, I got a few minutes. Let me go ahead and do a quick live, and just let me tell y'all how I'm just tired. I'm tired, mentally tired. Um, People say, well, you're just sitting at a desk and you're working from home, or you're doing this or that. You're just doing customer service. But honey, and Kiki, I know you can relate, baby. Customer service is a trip. It's hard. And it can be very draining and very frustrating. So we're going to say it's going to be a great week. Great week. I love you too, Kiki. So yeah, I don't know if we got anybody else watching, but everybody, I don't know. It really, to me, was just about a little bit of a vent, and it's like as little Jay used to love to say, rant. It's not really a rant though. It's not really a rant. I don't think it's a rant. I just think that I just want to express, how sometimes working can be kind of stressful at times. But, you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. So I have one ear open listening. But yeah, I just had a few minutes, and I really wanted to come on here and just see how you guys are doing too. Besides my little rant, so to speak. But just to come on and see how everybody's Tuesday is panning out. To see what's going on in the community. And just, see if anybody's on. Anybody on with me today? I want to chit chat with you just for a few minutes. But yeah, it's beautiful out. The temp is hot. I'm pretty sure. I haven't been outside but just a minute. So yeah. So what's the weather like where you are? Is it hot there, or what's going on? I'm listening too. But yeah, it's it's lovely, lovely, lovely out today, and I'm hoping to be able to get out and enjoy it a little bit later on today. We'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes, honey. But child, if you know like I know, honey, when you young baby, y'all, you need to try to work and get some things in order so that when you get older, honey, you won't have to, be working and you can retire early. Hi, 60 and Sophie. Hey, hey. Hey, honey dub. Hey, hey. Yeah, I just had a few minutes in between work and I felt like, well, you know what? Let me jump on here right quick and do a rant, I guess you could say. I'm ready to retire. So, Sophie, honey, if you are ready to retire, baby, I know it's a good feeling. I know some people say, well, when you retire, you're going to be wanting to work, still work. But I guess as long as you're keeping yourself busy, you should be okay. So with me, I am definitely ready to retire. I'll be 58 in December, so I got a little while to go. Supposedly, I mean, I know they say the age is like 62, 65. I don't know. But yeah, Sophie, one more year. Okay. You haven't retired yet. Well, hi, Miss Hibiscus Garcia. Hello, hello. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for stopping by. And be sure that you guys hit that, double tap that screen, hit that like button. But yeah, I just jumped on real quick because I'm just tired, y'all. And if you read the title, I'm ready to retire. I really am ready to retire. I am so ready to I'm just ready. And I know I'm grateful to be working. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm grateful to, still have income, a steady stream of income. But if you young, and I encourage young folks, baby, get you a plan. Have a plan in place so that you don't have to work late up over into your 60s. And who knows how it's going to be at that time. If there's any type of retirement, what's going to be money available at that time. We just never know. You just never know. And so if you can work now or plan now or, whatever it takes to have a secure financial, road ahead. And of course, nothing is, definite. You know what I'm saying? You can't really say what tomorrow's going to bring because you just don't know. But it's always good to have a plan, right? It's always good to have a plan. So, hi, Miss Garcia. I don't know if you are in the retirement age or getting close to the retirement age, or you might just be a brand new, like I say, spring chicken, and you're just starting out in life. But I just encourage you, and just everyone, if you can plan ahead and start, being strategic at an early age, it makes a big difference. Yeah, so I'm ready to quit. I mean, not quit, but I'm ready to retire. That's all I'm saying. And I want to be able to enjoy the later days in life, my latter years, you know what I'm saying? Not having to be stuck to a 9 to 5. So yeah, plan ahead. Plan ahead, honey, so you guys can just be able to enjoy your latter years, And some people I've known, they worked all their life and then don't use any of their retirement funds or their 401k or whatever. They just don't do anything. They just banking it up. And then finally, when they do retire, you know what I'm saying? It's like they they don't live very long afterwards because they worked so long and they don't get a chance to enjoy the last, their later years. And I definitely don't want that to be me, and I don't want that to be you. So in the meantime, try to take care of your health and eat healthy and do healthy things to maintain your health. And if you working all the time, baby, you better take some time off. If you have available sick days or PTO or whatever, you need to utilize it. I know some people who have so many hours accumulated in PTO and sick time or whatever hours they have, and they don't even use any of those days. They just let it pile up, and then some of them don't. They get sick and they have to leave their jobs, and of course, you're not gonna get that time rolled over. They're not gonna give it to you. You know, if you have to quit or you know what I'm saying, it's sad. Or if you have to, if something comes up, you don't get that time. You don't get that money that you done try to save up. So yeah, so just make wise choices. That's all I'm saying. Because when you get to a certain age, you don't want to have to work if you don't have to work, right? I mean, that's me. Use your PTO. That's right. Sophie, use your PTO. You've earned it and you deserve it. So you need to use it, baby. Don't just let it pile up. I know somebody who had like over 300 and something hours. I'm like, how do they even let you accrue that much without making you, you know what I'm saying, listen, you need to take this amount of time off. And he just worked. And no, I actually got on to him. I said, look, you got all this time off. You got all this PTO. You better use it. And so he did start. He did listen to me and, took him a couple of weeks off. And, so he did do that much. But, honey, don't let your time build up like that and you don't use it because you never know. You never know. Yeah, you ain't getting no brownie. Exactly, Sophie. You think you're getting brownie points. You think that just because you're there, you're the first one to clock in and the last one to clock out, you think that they would appreciate that and give you some, something special or, what I'm saying, appreciate your time, your diligence, your efforts. But they don't. Really, a lot of these companies, all they want is a body. All they want is you doing what it takes to keep them afloat. And they don't care. They don't care about your family life. Now, that's not in all companies. I can't say that. But these big companies, child, they don't care. If something happened to you, that's right. There you go, Sophie, baby. You right. If something happened to you, baby, they're going to send the company might send your family a flower, honey. And baby, let me tell you about the next week, they're going to put somebody, next 2 weeks, they got somebody else in your spot, in your chair, at that desk or whatever. So don't let these companies, these jobs suck all the life out of you and you expect that they're going to be appreciative. They don't appreciate you. And that's just the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? It's all about them and being selfish and all about being greedy and just getting every little nickel and dime that they can get out of you. So that's my rant for the day. Normally I am, try to be super positive, but I'm just saying I'm tired, So for you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, baby. And yes. And Dub Honey, baby, you still young. If you still with me, you still young. So just plan ahead, what I'm saying? Just try to get your finances in order and whatever you need to get in order so that you don't have to be struggling at later, years in life. Or you don't even have to. I like to listen to, I think it's Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. His story is so amazing. And I think, some of you have already connected with him, but he was homeless at some point. And he basically picked himself up, by the grace of God. And now he was able to live a good life of retirement and just have a good life where he don't have to work, So that's an amazing story that he has. And so yes, Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. I came across him through, I think, watching Mrs. Paula Does Retirement's channel. And that's how I was able to connect with him. And he has great financial strategies and tips and all of that stuff. And so definitely you want to connect with him if you have not already connected and watch. He does lives, I think regular lives on, I don't know, is it on Fridays? But he's great to watch. I like to watch a lot of, I guess because that's where my head is now. I'm getting into watching content where there are people giving side hustles and giving good ways to invest your money, and even talking about how you can, I think it's called high yield banking or something like that. Because normally when we put your money in a regular checking account or savings account, you don't get hardly any interest on that money. You know what I'm saying? And this has been happening for years because you don't know. If you don't know no better, then you can't do no better. But when you get knowledge and information, then we definitely need to apply that information. So that's what I'm trying to do, a little bit more research on um, how to invest. When I say invest, well, whatever it takes. There's different ways that you can earn money. You need different streams of income so that you won't have to depend on one particular thing, like having to work a 9 to 5. So, but yeah, so that's Mrs. G, today's rant, as I said. But yeah, so thank you guys for stopping in, and I appreciate you guys just being here and joining this quick little live. And as I said, normally I would be on camera, but I'm still sitting in front of my computer, so I just got to be real mindful with that. I can't just have no slip-ups because I don't want no drama. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all have a great day. And you said you loved it. So Sophie, have you got a chance to walk little Sophie this morning? Yeah, I know you have, because it's already, like, what time is it? 11:30 here. So I know you've already been out on your walk. So how did that go? How did that go? And Sophie, have you done a live yet? I can't remember if you said you did. Oh, you guys were out early. Well, you have to be out early. 7 o'clock. Yes. You got to be out there early with this heat. But yeah, have you done a live yet? I don't remember if you have not. But yeah, you got to get out there bright and early, honey. Bright and early. Because, child, is heat. Oh, that's right. You sure have. What am I talking about? You sure have. You were out walking, Sophie. That's right. You've done walking live. That's right. Honey, listen, I'm getting old. I can't keep it with everybody. I be trying to keep it with stuff. Hi, Dr. Ninja Turtle. I was just talking about you. Yes. Hello. Thank you for joining. I was just telling the girls in the chat. I say girls. I was just talking to them about how your story is so amazing. Listen, I'm doing a rant because this morning I got like a little break between, time to jump back on, work. And I said, you know what? I was just sitting here and I'm like, I'm ready to retire. I'm so tired of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was just telling them how great, your story was so great, Dr. Ninja Turtle. I'm going to call you Doc. Is it okay if I call you Doc? Yes, I am. But there are some things I got to get in order. And yes, I really need to reach out to you a little bit more with some more strategies. You have the best tips. And I was just telling them how, they really need to connect and watch your videos and your lives. I think, what day do you do lives on? Is it on Fridays? I don't know. I know you did one last week, an out of the ordinary live, but you did one, your normal days. I think you said it's on Fridays. Oh, and Doc, I've been watching your shorts. You are so funny. You really got a good sense of humor. Yeah, she said if you want to retire. Look, I want to. And Sophie said, don't tempt her, Doc. Don't tempt her. Okay, yes. So his lives are Friday at 10. Okay. And I was watching his video where he was walking his pup, and he had the harness on backwards, and it was so funny. I was like, well, yeah. The dog was very forgiving because he or she was just strolling along like, okay, I don't like this thing, but I'm not going to fuss about it. And the harness was funny. That was so funny. Oh, yes, I definitely got to email you because I mentioned in one of your lives I was going to, so I'm going to do that. We definitely need to connect. There's so much information that you have that I would love to pick your brain on. So, yeah. But your story is amazing. How you were at one point homeless and now, hey, you retired, got several streams of income, and that's an amazing story. So, yeah. But yes, so I feel very honored that you joined my live. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Yes. So everybody, those of you that are here, remember to double tap that screen, double tap that screen, double tap, double tap. Um, and yeah, so like I said, that's my rant for today. My rant. Dr. Call. Yes, yes, yes. I appreciate you so much. Well, I don't know. I think I got a few more minutes before I gotta get back at the old 9 to 5. But I'm a hold on as long as I can, because I see that they're probably there in the conference, so I don't have to join that. So it's like my little break, right? You know what I'm saying? So while they're doing that, I figured I would jump on here for a few minutes and just see what you guys were doing, or was anybody else on, and if anybody's ready to retire, if anybody can see where I'm coming from and how these companies, they don't give a rat's patootie about you. They just want a body, and they just want you to make them money, and they really don't care about you. So yeah, that's basically where we are. But and yeah, these people who are working all their lives and they have 401k, whatever they have, they have PTO, they work, and they never take time off. And then it's when they do retire, they don't live very long afterwards because they work themselves to the bone. And that should never be the case. I have actually had personal experiences with people. They come to work in these factories and their feet are swollen, their legs and ankles are swollen, and they're elderly people, and they're just, so I only got one more year to work. I don't want to use my money. I don't want to retire. I don't want to leave early. And then they get sick and they pass away, or soon as they retire that next year or so, and they passed away, and it's because they worked so hard. And then who does that money go to? You know what I'm saying? That money is going to go to the family member or children, whatever, whoever. And they're not going to be great stewards most of the time of that money that parent has slaved to get. They'll blow through it. They'll just spend it and it's gone, So they don't care about no inheritance. They just splurge through it like it's nothing. So I encourage anybody, take some time off. Don't let these jobs suck the life out of you. So yeah. So that's all I'm saying. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Sophie, Doc, Dub, Honey, all of you guys, everybody that popped in, I appreciate you guys. Whew. I might do a live later on today where I'm actually on camera, but like I said, this was just a real quick one to jump in and rant a little bit. I'm going to hang in there, Sophie. I'm going to hang in there. Work smart and not hard. Exactly. Thanks for stopping by. And I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Let me see if I have anybody else coming in. Anybody else? And Doc, I will be reaching out to you. I will be reaching out. Okay. Yep, I think they're wrapping it up. So I guess in a minute or so, I'm going to wrap it up. But y'all, I hope y'all have a great day. I hope my day gets better too. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Have a good one.